edition of Martha Monday. I'm going to share a favorite cookie recipe from our family for some Christmas cookies, but I've got two very special assistants to help me make them today, two people that are very, very special to me, and I'm going to let them introduce each other to you, these two special sisters. So, Julia Grace, why don't you go first?
This is my younger sister, Charlie. Her real name is Charlotte.
And can you introduce your sister?
This is my bigger sister. Her name, I call her Julia Grace, but her actual name is, I call her Sissy, but her actual name is Julia Grace.
Yes, we call her Sissy because that was when you were a baby. You couldn't say Julia Grace, so you just started calling her Sissy, but everybody else calls her Julia Grace. Well, I have been making these cookies for Julia Grace and Charlie's daddy since he was a little boy, and for his siblings as well. They've been in our family for probably close to 30 years. I adapted these cookies from an old Quaker Oats ad years ago. And girls, do you remember what these cookies are called? Double
chocolate, double delight.
Double chocolate, double delight. So we're going to share the recipe with you. We're going to make it for you. They're going to help me. And if you want to print your own and make it at home, there will be a link in the notes below for you to do that. Are you going to be careful, okay, there, not fall off that stool? Okay, well, the first thing we did is we melted half of a package of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and we've had those melting in this heavy saucepan, and they're ready to go. So we did that off camera. I've stirred that till it's smooth. When you do this on top of the stove, you want to not walk away from it because chocolate chips can burn very quickly, so keep it on low heat and keep stirring continuously. So we've got that melted. Now we're going to beat together our butter and our sugar until it's light and fluffy. So we're going to take the lid off. I love my KitchenAid mixer for mixing things together. And so, Julia Grace, I am going to let you take the paper off of that. Try not to touch the butter, and then just hold the edges of the paper up and let gravity do its work. So just grab a hold of it and drop it in there. And then Charlie, the other thing we have to add is the sugar. We need 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and I'm going to let you drop that in. Can you do that for me? Okay, Julia Grace is working hard. Just give it a little shake. There you go. So you can go find a trash can for that and just go around this way. Okay, Charlie, here we go. We don't need that just yet. We need our sugar. So this is plain white sugar that we're doing, and we need 3/4 of a cup. So here we go. I'm going to measure that out, and then I'm going to let you pour that in. So I'm going to get a big old scoop, and then I'm going to use this to sort of level it off. And can you tell me what numbers you see here on the edge? What are those two numbers?
3, 4.
A 3 and a 4. So that's 3/4. That's 3/4 of a cup. So can you dump that in there, Charlie? Turn it over. Good job. So we got our plain white sugar in there, and we are finished with that. So our recipe tells us to mix the butter and the sugar together until they are very... You want to see in it? Okay, hold on just a minute. Can you push this button, Julia Grace, to lock it in place? We're going to put this up here, and we're going to pick up our girl because she wants to see it, and we're going to turn that on. And you can see what's happening in there.
It's mixing up together.
It's mixing up together the butter and the sugar, right? Is it mixed together yet?
No.
Do you think I need to turn it up a notch higher?
Maybe.
Maybe so. Okay, I may have not let the butter get quite soft enough, but this mixture will make it happen quick. Now we're getting someplace, right? It's all getting mixed together. We're going to let that mixer do the hard work and get that all mixed together.
So we don't have to do that.
So we don't have to wear our arm out doing that. So it says do that until it's light and fluffy. And I think it's just about there. The next thing we're going to add are the eggs, the vanilla, and the melted chocolate.
I want to do it.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to let you help. Okay, so let's stop that. We've got it locked in place. Take the lid off. Can you set that over there for me, Charlie? Okay. I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to stir in the chocolate.
See in it?
Now, see in it?
Ooh.
What is that? What's in here? Do you remember the ingredients that are in there? What's in there?
Flour and butter.
Actually, not flour.
I mean sugar.
Sugar and butter. Oh my goodness. The calories, but how delicious is that? And you know what this is that I'm putting in now?
Chocolate.
And how did I get this chocolate?
Melted chocolate chips.
We melted chocolate chips. And before I put the chocolate chips in, did anybody in this room eat one of those chocolate chips?
Yes.
Yes, I think you did. So I think we are 2 chips shy of a full cup, but I don't think it's going to make our cookies taste any different. So I'm trying to get all of the chocolate out of here, and whatever chocolate is left, I'm wondering if I might have somebody around that would be willing to lick that bowl for me. Not quite yet, but maybe afterwards, okay? We don't need the hot pad anymore. So the next thing we need to add are the eggs. So when you crack eggs, girls, let me move this so maybe people can see what we're doing on camera, okay? So when you put eggs in, if you crack the egg into your ingredients and a shell gets in there, do either of you like, but what if you can't find it? Do you like eggshells in your cookies?
No.
No. So what Grammy always likes to do is crack my egg in a separate bowl, and then I can look in there. Do you see any shells?
No.
Do you see any shells?
No.
Okay, so it's good to go. Okay, so Julia Grace, when I pour it in, I like to pour it and then flip it completely over so that I don't get any liquid back on me. So just turn it and then turn it over, and then any liquid goes back into the bowl. Does that make sense?
Will I be able to crack that?
You can pour the next egg in, okay? So we got to break this one. We're going to check for, let me get my hands wiped a little bit. Okay, do you see any egg yolks in there? I mean, any eggshells?
Nope.
Nope. Any eggshells?
Nope.
Okay, Charlie, your turn. So pour that in.
And bye-bye.
There we go. Okay. All right, so now we got our eggs in. So we got the chocolate.
My hand.
You need to wipe your hand off. There you
I
go.
went dumping.
You dumped it in and got a little bit on there. And then the last thing we need is vanilla, and it calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And again, ladies, always splurge for the real stuff. No imitation vanilla.
I really want to put that.
You really want to put that in? Well, I'm just going to kind of do it because I'm afraid if you don't have a steady hand, we can end up with a whole bottle of vanilla. So we're just going to let Grammy have a turn this time. Okay, so we've got the butter and the sugar stirred, the eggs, vanilla, and the melted chocolate. Now we have to beat this mixture together.
Can I see?
You can see. Hold on to here, okay? Hold on tight there. Julia Grace, can you lock that in place for me? I need my top. You knew exactly what I needed. And we're going to let that get going. Charlie wants to see what's going on. Is it all getting mixed together?
Yeah.
What color is it?
Brownie.
It looks very chocolatey, doesn't it? Okay, it's still getting mixed together. You smell the chocolate? Is that what it smells like, chocolate?
More like I smell the vanilla.
You smell the vanilla. Vanilla is very potent, and it has a delicious smell, and it adds a delicious flavor. Okay, I think that is good. Okay, now we need to mix together our dry ingredients. So let's get going on those, and then we're going to add those in together. So we need oats, flour, baking powder, and salt. So the oats, it says that we need 2 cups.
I want to do it.
You want to do it? If I need 2 cups, I think each girl gets to put in 1 cup of those.
So I'm going to be 2 sisters.
2 sisters, okay? All right, drop that in. How many cups of oats is that?
2.
That's 1. And then when I put the other one in, how many will be in there, Charlie?
2.
So that'll be number 2. Okay, 2 cups of oats. We're finished with the oats. There's that. Stop pulling on my sweater. Okay, 2 cups of oats, and then 1.5 cups of, what is this? Flour. Flour. 1.5 cups of flour. So I'm going to dip this down, and then I like to use this to level it off to make sure we have exactly 1 cup. This belonged to my grandmother, Mama V, which you never knew her. And the handle's all broken, but it's still really special for me to use it because I loved my Mama V. So Julia Grace, you put in 1 cup, and then we need another 1/2 cup of flour. Whoops.
Yep.
So where's my 1/2 cup measuring? Here it is. So his is a 1/2 cup, and Charlie, you can drop this one in. What do I need to do first, though?
Even it out.
Even it out. We're gonna even it out with Mama V's little leveler. Okay, and so you drop that one in. 1.5 cups of flour. That's okay. Just a little bit.
Does it have egg in it?
Not this one. This one doesn't have, the eggs are in here. Remember, we put those in already. So we're finished with the flour. And then we need to get our baking powder and our salt. So here's the baking powder. 2 teaspoons. Okay. One teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. And then we need 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Let's get this out of the way so people can see. Where's the salt? Right here. And Julia, this is an adjustable measuring spoon from Pampered Chef. So I go from 1 to 3/4 down to 1/4 of a teaspoon. Just takes a little bit of salt for this recipe. And so there we go. All righty. I forgot to let you help, didn't I? Okay. Very slowly, we're going to mix this. So you help me mix. If we get too fast, we'll have stuff all over the place. So how old are you?
4.
4. Let's give it 4 stirs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's let Sissy stir. And how old are you?
9.
So you get to do 9 stirs, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and we don't want to even think we can count as high as this old Grammy is, so we're not going to let Grammy count. She's just going to make sure it's all mixed in together. So we've got our liquid ingredients mixed. We've got our dry ingredients. That is all we have. The only thing left is the powdered sugar for when we roll these out, and we are going to be good to go. Okay, we do have to stir in the remaining chocolate chips. We'll add that after this. So we're going to combine the remaining ingredients to the butter mixture. Unlock it, lift that up. Okay, so we're going to pour this in.
I want to see.
You want to see what's happening? Well, when we start to mix it, I'll let you take a look, okay? Just like I've been doing.
I want to look with them.
Okay, lock it. What do I need to put on here, Charlie, so it doesn't go making a big mess on the floor? Need my little lid. And we're going to start this on low and let it start to get mixed in. Okay, and Charlie wants to see, so I'm going to pick you up again. Is it getting mixed together?
Yeah.
Is it looking yummy?
Yeah.
Who's going to help me eat these when they're done?
Me.
All right.
Me.
Okay. Now, the other thing that Grammy didn't do was preheat the oven to 350, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my baking stones out so we can put our cookies on there in a minute. Okay, I think that's getting all mixed together, so we're going to finish it up.
It smells good.
Do you think? What does it smell like?
Cookies.
Smells like cookies?
Chocolate.
Okay, so it's kind of a thick mixture. It's not, and cookie mixture usually is kind of thick. You want to what?
Lick that.
You want to lick it? Well, we might do some licking later. But for right now,
Lick that.
we're going to make sure that's all mixed in off the sides, and I think it is.
Granny, there's a little chocolate.
Yeah, there's a little bit of chocolate left there. Okay, the other thing we need to do is now put the rest of our chocolate chips in. So you mix in a few and then leave a few for Julia Grace to dump. So dump part. Okay, that's good. And then let Julia Grace dump in the rest.
And then who will mix it?
And then Grammy's going to mix it because it's really, really thick. And then we're going to make it out into little balls and roll them in powdered sugar. Do you know what color powdered sugar is?
Yep.
It's white. It's a little different than regular sugar, but it gives them a really pretty look for Christmas because when they bake and spread apart, they look kind of crinkly and that powdered sugar is there. And they're just fun. They look festive on a Christmas plate to give away to your friends or people you love or your family. And then they're also just delicious to munch on throughout the Christmas season, right? So, yes.
I bet it looks a bit like snow on the cookies.
You're right, it does because it's white. That's a great idea. That's a great way to think about it. Okay, so I've got this clear bowl. I'm going to move all these things out of the way.
Hello.
Hello, so that we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to sprinkle a little powdered sugar here.
Ooh, me.
Well, I'm going to let you pick up the little, we're going to roll them around a little bit. And so I've got my little handy dandy cookie scooper. This is great for making cookies. It scoops up a little ball, just like so. And I'm going to drop those in here, one ball at a time. Okay, and then somebody is going to need to roll them around and put them on the cookie sheet. So I'm going to do a couple. We won't make, to show you how it's done, to let our viewers see how it's done. So that's 2 each. We'll move this out of the way. We will finish up our cookies. So what we're going to do, can you get one, Charlotte, you watch Julia Grace. So roll it around, get it kind of coated with chocolate. Okay, I mean not chocolate, with sugar, powdered sugar. Now hold it up so everybody can see. It's all coated with powdered sugar. We're going to put it on the cookie sheet. Okay, put the cookie sheet here. All right, Charlotte, now you roll one around. Get it nice and coated with the powdered sugar. Is it all coated? Hold it up so we can see it all covered. Yeah, the powdered sugar sticks to the chocolate. Put it on the cookie sheet, a couple inches apart. Each of you do one more. I think you can work at the same time, Charlie, if you want. Just make sure you get all the powdered sugar on there. Okay. So we have 4 cookies ready, and we're going to keep rolling out the rest of these off camera. We'll take a picture when we're all finished to let you see what they look like, and then we're going to do some taste testing. But we hope that you will give our chocolate double delights a try at your house, and leave us a comment below if you do, and let us know what you think of them. And if you don't try these, we would love to know what is your favorite Christmas cookie to make at Christmas, and tell us what the name of those cookies are below. So for Cross My Heart Ministry, I'm Laura McFarland, and let's just say Merry Christmas from the McFarlands.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, I have a joke.
All right.
We are having a ball. We're rolling balls.
Oh, that's...
I got another joke.
Okay.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because he was trying to get to his nest.
He was trying to get to his nest? Okay, let me see those fingers. Oh, hold them up. Let me see those. Hang on. Okay, yay! Are they delicious? Tell me how you think the cookies are going to taste.
Good.
Delicious? Alrighty, thanks for your help.